Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name's Tamara. I'm just starting this channel. This is my first video, as you can see on the video list, duh. But I thought this was a really good time to start. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. I'm not new to streaming. I've been streaming for about 9 years almost now on different platforms. But I've always wanted to get on YouTube and do a channel that is a support channel. A lot will be about women, but not all, like all kinds of things that we're interested in. Spiritual things. I will be doing tarot too. I did a tarot class with one of the top YouTubers not too long ago. It was really fun. This was really fun. I learned a lot. I've been interested in tarot, oh my gosh, for 15 years though. So I've always played with the cards. I've had my deck for probably 15 years, something like that. Yeah, at least. And the book and everything. So I've always kind of played around with the cards. I have oracle cards. I have lots of different decks that we'll be using on YouTube as well. But right now, I thought this was the perfect time to start my channel because it was the Virgo new moon. And I like to manifest. I like to put things out there into the universe and the energy. And I realize what we put out there is what comes back to us. So if you stay positive and put those positive things out there versus think, and we all do it. We all do it. That's why I was like, I want to do the support channel because to be reminded. I watch YouTube. I hate to admit this, but I have YouTube on pretty much like all day long. Like it's just like my white noise in the background, you know, because I love to learn. I'm a Gemini. We tend to be like encyclopedias. We have like files, you know. We love to learn new things and just soak up information. We're not happy unless we're doing that. At least I'm not. I'm also a Pisces rising and a Capricorn moon. So I'm pretty much a mess. The only thing I don't have in the, you know, are fire sign. But I think I got enough fire of my own. I don't really need to have a fire sign yet on top of all that. So I'm a good mixture, I think, of a lot of different things. But I just really, and Capricorn too. It's a sign too that is very business suave, you know, and likes to have new information and learn new things as well. But I was married to a Pisces, which is my rising, who was a businessman. So how's that? So there's that. I guess we all can be, right? But I wanted to do this channel. We'll touch on a lot of different things. So if you're interested in things that we all deal with, I mean, all kinds of things. I have so many ideas I want to bring to you on this channel. It's a lot of spiritual things, not just one thing that I don't want to just have a tarot channel, you know. I want it to be about a lot of different things that we can all support each other. That's been my calling, I know, for a really long time. I'm not happy either unless I'm like helping somebody or supporting somebody or being there for somebody. I have 2 kids and they're in their 20s now, and it's so hard when they get older because they don't need you as much. They need you when they need you, you know, but that was so hard for me. And again, you know, as being a mom, that's stuff I'd like to talk about too. And I'm going to go with my intuition. You know, I really go with my intuition in life, and I want to use that. I said with the new moon in Virgo, I was doing manifestation last night, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to do a channel or a stream on, and I'm much more of a streamer, like a live chat streamer, than I am a video recorder. Gemini, I like the interaction. So I want to do this channel too, so we can interact together and get to know each other and, you know, support each other in different things that we go through. And I'm on a lot of tarot channels, and a lot of them are like that. And I think it's really cool that we can go there and have that support, because we can't always do that. Not everybody in life has gone through the things that we've gone through that's in our, you know, our general vicinity. So, you know, it'd be really cool to have a place where you could go in a safe space, you know, and you guys could be, and at any time, feel free to email me or message me too if it's something that I've gone through that I can help encourage you. But I thought this would be a really good time to do a manifestation video Like I said, Virgo, I love that it was a Virgo new moon, because Virgo is business suave. I'm like, a perfect time to start a channel, right? You got that, their business and their scheduling, and they're just like, you know, like that, which I'm not. I'm a Gemini. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's funny. I dated somebody once who said, and it is so true, because he was very business suave, and he was like, I'm like a Picasso painting, and you're like watercolors. I had to laugh. It was so true, because I'm just like, you know, the lines are blurred. But that's why I was like, this is a really good time to start this channel, to get on that, you know, get on the grind. I always say get on the grind. So, and I'm my own, I have worked for myself. I haven't worked for anybody else for, oh my gosh, 10 years or something like that. So I've always tried to have my own businesses at home, so I could have was home with my kids when they were teens and things like that. I love that. I never regret that, that's for sure. So I just like to be my own boss. But so follow along, and I want to do this manifestation and talk about water manifestation. I know obviously if you're seeing this now, you didn't get the new moon last night. You could still do it tonight. You can manifest anytime. New moons are a good time because they're new starts. Full moons are more of an ending and a change. But when you do manifest with the new moon, it's a good time to start the new projects that you want to start. So I went ahead and did, I made up a lot of different things. I won't go into what's on mine, but abundance. And please remember to be positive when you're doing your manifesting. You don't want to manifest what you want to be right now. Don't think about like, oh, okay, I want this. And a lot of you probably already know if you're you've probably looked into manifesting before. You don't want to say, I want, because that's telling the energies out there in the universe that you want. I am. I try to use all I am, and sometimes time specific, like, okay, this month I'm going to do this, like that, where I want help with my spirituality, my intuition, running the channel. I want to bring all of that in, and love. I always say, if you are love, you are love, so you can be love and bring love in. Why can't you? You already are, right? Why can't you? Other people have it out there. It's out there. We just have to bring it in. Sometimes we hold our own self up from things that we want. I know I do. Sometimes we're not specific what we want. I know sometimes I'm like, do I really want that right now? I catch myself and I'm like, oh, maybe I don't, So sometimes it's us that does it, and doesn't bring the things in that we want, because we're maybe a little scared of change. Change is tough, right? Change can be tough. So anyway, I wrote a lot of things down, and I did more of I have, I am, I have love, I am love, and that can be anything. That can be anything around us, friends, family, whatever. Love is the highest vibration. Of course we want that in our lives. And money too, abundance. I have everything that I need. I am good with that. So I put a lot of stuff in here, even my mood and health. I'm in a good mood. My health is great. Not, okay, I want to be healthy next year, or I did do by the end of the year, I want to be here, that kind of thing. But try to not put negative things in there. That was something I had to catch myself when I was doing it. Like, keep it positive. Don't say the things that you don't want, and we all do that too. Did you ever have a relationship and you broke up and then that's all you could think about for a couple months? Well, you're not going to bring anything different in if you keep dwelling on it. I do it too, all the time. Like, I don't want to ever deal with that again, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not going to bring anything different in, because you're putting that vibration out there and that thought's out there, and that's what's up here. So we got to control what's up here and what's in here. Up here for sure. And then we're good here, right? This is where it starts. So yeah, you don't want to put that out there. I do the same thing. Oh my gosh. And years of dating. I want to talk about dating too. Having been married and dating, single for so long, single, not dating at all, and, you know, investing in myself, starting my own businesses. There's so many things I'd love to cover on here. Because I know, you know, I think it would really help a lot of women out there, and men too. I mean, you know, we all go through the same things. It's just a little bit different maybe. You know, a loss of a pet, just like everything. There's just so many things that I want to talk about. I lost my kids' dad, passed away. I was with him for 23 years total. He passed away. I'm kind of giving you a breakdown of myself right now so you know what to look forward to. I want to cover that in the future too. That was a cancer. So I want to talk about that and how rough that was, and being odd that I wasn't still married to him, but you know, we got close at the end, and that was so hard. I seriously wish I would have had people to talk to in that time. And it's funny because I'm on YouTube channels, and there's a couple people going through the same thing, and I'm like, I just went through that 3 months ago. I'm like, wow. And how hard it is, because you're not still married to them, but you still care deeply about them. They're soulmates. How can they not be? So just things like that. There's a lot of different things. I just feel like that it would be really cool to talk about on here and to share and to support other people that maybe, you know, my family didn't understand that. My family can't relate to what that feels like because they've never gone through it. You know, how could you, you know? So how could anybody understand that, and how could you talk about that? But I'd love to cover that on here. And cancer awareness too, of the kind that he had. Just I don't want to have 10 different channels. I just want to have one where we can kind of all come together and talk about things. Okay, that's a little rundown of me. Now I want to get into this water manifesting. So I went big or go home, you know. I wanted to do a whole gallon jug. I don't really have a fancy water pitcher who uses water pitchers anymore. And I'm not really an alcohol drinker, so I didn't really have a cool, I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna take this, I'm gonna fill it up with my really good water that I pay for every 2 weeks. And then I'm gonna manifest with this, and I wanted to do a big jug too, because I want to be able to take a glass of it every day, at least a juice glass, you know, probably a little more than that. But I want to be able to take a big glass of this every day, and just, you know, think, and each time I do it, go back in that place again, go back in that place of I am, and manifest. I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills talking about it. That's okay. I'll go into that real quick too. I'm a Reiki master as well, so I want to, you know, go into Reiki too, and how that, seriously, this is what it does to me. Reiki is like insane with me. I get goosebumps all over, and it brings tears to my eyes. It's so powerful. Seriously, if you've ever been in a place where you feel like you need healing, Reiki is really good. And I'm not saying that so you'll like book a virtual from me or anything like that. That's not at all. Study it yourself. I studied it for a while. I watched a lot of YouTubes, really dug into it. And when I did, I never cried so much in my entire life. No reason. I was just studying Reiki. But it just like, it opens the chakras up. That's exactly what it was. It opened my chakras up. Because you know, so many things that I went through, which we're going to talk about on here, lots of things in my life, just had me like, you know, really messed up, just like really down. And studying Reiki was one of the best things I ever did. Seriously, that's like top 10 for sure. My kids are in there too, of course. And but yeah, it opened me up to, it just made me raw, I feel like. So yeah, where was I now? Gemini, squirrel. But yeah, Reiki is amazing. And I'll offer that at some point too. But yeah, Reiki, just anytime I get into that kind of talk, I get goosebumps. Like I can be in the store, if I have one of my Reiki shirts on or something, I can be in a store and someone will come up to me and be like, oh wow, you do Reiki. And as soon as I start talking about it, I get chills up and down my arms and up and down my legs. I don't try it, I'm just sitting here. It will do it all the time, and people laugh about it. Not laugh in a bad way, but they like understand it, because if they've asked about it, they obviously understand Reiki. And there was a person one time I saw that I know that I was led to talk to them, and it started happening. I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. It can be really embarrassing, but it is what it is. I won't take it away. I'm glad that it's like that. But but yeah, taking the water each day and just thinking about it and taking the water in your body, and how, you know, a high percentage of us is water. You know, why not put that back in with some really good energy? How can that hurt? So yeah, and I set it out. I did my manifesting last night. You know, really sat and thought about it and wrote down what I wanted and and I tried to feel what it would feel like. And some of these things I've had in the past. You know, I've had different abundance and different abundant things in my life before that I necessarily don't have right now. So I put myself back in a place of when I felt like that. When I felt like that, wow, this is what I felt like. When I never had to worry about a bill in my life, you know, or money. And right now, after Corona, we're all there. I mean, I don't know there's a few maybe that aren't, but it's been tough, right, for everybody. Very tough for me, very tough. So I sat at the top of my steps then, and I was like, putting myself back in a place when I didn't have to worry about that, you know, and that's a good thing. I think everybody should do that. Put yourself back in that place. Not saying you should spend frivolously or not care about money. I am not saying that at all. But just try to stay out of that vibration of that stress. Trust me, I get it. Sometimes I can't sleep worrying about it right now. And I'm like, I gotta stop this. I've got to do what I'm supposed to be doing. And if you are led and go with what you feel that you are called to do, I think it just happens. And I have to say, I see that right now sitting here, because when I sat down here, I stressed about this for 2 days. Like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm getting chills that I said that. But I said earlier, I was like, okay, spirits, guides, source, God, you give me the words that I'm supposed to say. Every day, that was part of my manifesting. I want you to give me the words each day and the subjects that you want me to talk about that will, I get a mess sometimes. I'm really not a super emotional person, but when I get in this stuff, it happens. But I want you to give me the things that will help the majority of people, to inspire them, encourage them. We all need it right now. So, Jesus, I never thought I'd be crying on my first. Oh my gosh. I told you, Reiki makes you raw. I don't think I cried before Reiki. I really don't. I was a hard-ass Gemini. I was an ice queen, but it was good. So, yeah, I see that right now as I'm sitting here, because I was like, I don't know, oh my God, am I going to have to do like 10 takes, because I have no idea what I'm going to say, what I'm going to talk about. And I sat down here, and it looks like I didn't have a problem talking for 20 minutes or something. Because I'm usually a streamer where I interact with people. I don't just talk to myself. It's pretty strange. But I'm hoping I will eventually be doing chats, and I will do some oracle cards and some, you know, different chats and talk about Reiki. And I'd love to do some Reiki scope. I call them scopes because I used to be on Periscope all the time. Periscope is a streaming app if you're not aware of that. But I want to do some chats and stuff, and I want to do some Reiki scopes, because like I said, right now of any time is a really good time to work on your healing and trying to be positive, because it's very hard for everybody right now to find that place. I mean, you got to dig deep sometimes. So it looks like my battery's running low now, so I will cut this out. But I sat this outside after I did my manifesting, I sat this outside with that new moon energy out there, and then I brought it in, and I wanted to get busy on the scope. I keep calling it scope. I wanted to get busy on this video to get it out there that, you know, you don't have to wait till next month. You can, obviously, but, you know, put it out there. Just be very positive and be very direct with what you want, because the universe, God, source, whatever you see that higher being as, even your inner self, I want you to make sure that you're positive and say directly what you want, as in you're in it now. And sit down and believe it, and listen to it, and feel what it would feel like. I'll talk later too more about some of the people that I like to watch. I love to watch MJ Harris too. He's a little, he's not for everybody. Love him though, but he does his own thing, and like, he's amazing. But he says that too, how he got where he's at by feeling what it would feel like to be in that place. You know, so we all need to feel like it would have felt before Corona ever happens, right? So, and all of the stress that it's caused so many people. So, I'll cut it off at now. Sorry, I had no intentions on being on here 20 minutes, but I wanted to, since it's my first one too, I wanted to give you a lowdown of everything that I want to talk about on here. And dating too, like, there's just so many things I want to cover that I think, you know, I kind of want to have something a little bit for everybody, instead of being, and again, I'm a Gemini, so we don't like to just be about one thing. We would be bored to death. Like, there's no way I could do that. I would be so bored. I like to mix it up a little bit. But if you are interested, please hit the subscribe button. And I want to also, as the month goes on, I want to update how things are going with my manifesting. I want to keep coming back and talking about it. Please, if you do it too, I would love for you at any point. I mean, you may see this a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever. Do your own manifesting, and I would love to hear how it's going for you. And putting it out there, talking about it in a positive way, is going to help even more. So please put in the comments if you're doing it, the cool things that happen, the good things that happen, and stick with it. Stay positive. It will help you be reminded to stay positive. That's why I'm going to do some different streams and videos through the month to update and keep us all in that vibration a little higher. We all need it right now. But thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. And don't forget to love yourself. We take time all the time to love other people, do for other people, especially moms. And remember to love yourself, because you're no good to anybody else if you're not loving yourself, right? How can you love somebody else?